Welcome back to Sunday Sports Extra on the eve of a big game for the College of Idaho men's basketball team. We are lucky enough to have a trio join us in studio. Stratton Rogers, Jake O'Neill, Tyler Robinette. The cool thing about all these guys, they also played locally at the high school level. Gentlemen, we appreciate you making the drive out to the studios. Tyler, I'm going to start with you. How eager are you to get on the court tomorrow night and try to go win another conference tournament title?
I'm super excited. I mean, we've been talking about it since the start of the season, since we've started practice. The fans have been coming out to a lot of games, so that makes it a blast to play. I'm just really excited to get out there and play in front of the fans. Jake,
it is insane. 29 straight wins. The last time you guys lost, I don't even want to bring it up, but just for perspective, was like well before Thanksgiving. It's been a while. Yeah. What has this winning streak been like for you guys?
It's been super cool just to see our team really grow as individuals and as just a team. It's been a long stretch, and it's just been super fun. We've enjoyed every single moment, so I wouldn't want to do it with anyone else.
And you guys have been playing some incredible team basketball throughout this run. Stratton, you're a guy who comes off the bench but still lights up the stat sheet night in, night out. What's it been like to just be firing on all cylinders roster-wide this season?
It's an awesome opportunity to have that. I mean, the starting five, they go in there and they get the job done right away. And then the other team, they're like, oh, dang, okay, starting five's coming off. And then the next three come in and they're like, dang, who are these three? But yeah, it's awesome.
How, in terms of like that team aspect, as Brady was kind of talking about, though, I mean, like, if you are like 7, 8, 9 on the bench, like you don't have time to like not pay attention.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a chance you're going to be in there at a moment's notice and contributing in a big time manner. When it comes to playing for Colby Blaine, how much do you like his style and inclusion across the roster?
At first, the style, I thought it was weird. Like he goes off the note card. He puts like names on it and then with the time slot. But it's really efficient in the way he does it, and I don't know how.
Okay,
but, yeah.
Who knows the most about this time card then, out of you guys?
I try not to pay attention.
I think he probably does. I don't know anything about it.
Like last year, I didn't really play that much, and I would just look to see if my name was on the list at all, just in case, see if I was playing, but then it wasn't.
So when you guys go in the shifts or whatever you want to call them, I guess, it's all pretty systematic. Okay, predetermined. Mm-hmm. Huh. Well, it's been a blast to watch this ride, and like I mentioned, all playing locally. Jake, I mean, we know your story, and it's pretty awesome, but you go to Boise State on a golfing scholarship.
Yep.
How do you wind up here?
Honestly, Colby just gave me a great opportunity to come play college basketball for one of the best teams in NAIA, and honestly just couldn't say no. He initially offered me in high school, and I turned it down and realized it was a bad decision, and here we are 3 years later, so I'm glad I made that decision for sure.
Wild, eh? What was it like making that commitment? I mean, that's a big commitment. You go from something secured at Boise State to trying something new and maybe not having like, I don't know, a scholarship. I mean, I'm sure you got something now, but.
No, it was pretty interesting, especially I haven't not played a basketball game for a year, so coming out during COVID year was a little nerve-wracking. Not played for so long, but it was a decision I felt like I was pretty comfortable with, and I wouldn't want to play for anyone else but Colby, so it was just a great opportunity.
Mm-hmm. So as we look at some of the things that make your team exciting, really the team-oriented basketball, great ball movement, great cuts to the basket, but I think something that's really obvious, you guys dunk the ball a ton. All three of you specifically have made some incredible plays that have filled up our highlight reels throughout it. I got to ask, if we were to do a dunk contest on the Yotes, who is going to be crowned the champion of that?
Strat for sure. He's got all the crazy moves and the East Bays and the windmills.
Strat, we've talked about it a little bit, but you really get up there. I mean, how does it feel to throw down a colossal dunk like you've been doing?
I mean, it's awesome. It really depends on how I'm feeling that day. I have knee problems and stuff, but usually with all the adrenaline going and stuff, I feel good, so it's awesome.
As I said, I think you'd be maybe the most likely to break a backboard too, because
I wish.
I'm saying I think you bring the thunder sometimes there. We've seen the highlights. Mm-hmm. Tyler, how much have you grown over your time at the College of Idaho? I mean, like, when you went there was some initial excitement, I know, locally, because we were like, man, we knew what you did at Middleton, and now you're going to go be a part of something that historically has been really successful at the College of Idaho. But, like, like any kid going into college, there is a little bit of a transition period.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, so my first year was COVID year, and it was a rough year. I'm not gonna lie. I was behind. They had me playing the 4 that year behind Jalen Galloway, who was a great player, and so it was kind of uncomfortable for me to be in that second or third string role, and so it took some maturing that I had to do if I wanted to be able to produce at the level that they needed me to produce. So. And then in the classroom also was a rough time. So I'm glad I grew and developed into what I am now.
I was gonna say, like, for me, like your size, your athleticism. I'm not saying you necessarily lacked confidence early in your career, but I remember the NNU game this year. Early in that contest, you like stepped into a 3 and just drilled it, and then it was like game on from there. But you could see something in your eye. Like, how much confidence are you playing with right now?
I mean, it all comes from my teammates. They are always consistent with passing me the ball when I'm open, making sure that I have opportunities to score. And so when I have the support of my teammates, my confidence just goes through the roof.
So as we look ahead, we have a huge game tomorrow, a chance to win another Cascade Conference Tournament Championship, and you get to do it against a rivalry team, the 3rd edition of the Highway 84 rivalry, as you guys take on Eastern Oregon. What are you looking at? What kind of challenge do they bring you guys tomorrow night?
They got a great point guard in Phil Malatar. He's an All-American last year. They didn't even make it to the national tournament, so that really tells you how good he is. He's definitely the head of their snake, but they got some other good shooters and just a lot of good basketball players, so it'll be a fun game. And
we've talked a little bit about the environments that you guys get at the Jack. I know it's a long streak of over 8 games of over 1,000 people in attendance. That's pretty incredible. What kind of atmosphere are you looking for tomorrow night as you guys try to cut the nets down?
Hopefully the same thing. Yeah, the fans, they bring it every night, and we definitely need them. They give us a lot of energy.
I want to just continue down the line here because I want each of your takes on this. I mean, it is probably the best home court advantage in the NAIA, Jake.
Yeah, it is. We go to other places and there's barely anybody in the stands. Second half, we can just kind of take control. There's no energy in the building, and then people come to our place, and no matter how we're playing, our energy is always going to be crazy because of the fans, and they really always got our back. So they're a big reason of this winning streak as well.
Tyler, I'm going to get you out on this. Like, at what point in time do you feel that lift when you see that Yote fam over there rocking?
I think when we come out at the second half, we come out of the locker room and everyone starts cheering for us, and then we start the second half. We hit a few big shots, and when the crowd just erupts, people are on their feet cheering, and that just gives us a whole new life.
Yeah, what you guys are doing is incredible. Like I said, locally grown essentially, and now you're doing it at the college level, putting Idaho basketball on the map. 29 in a row, going for a Cascade Collegiate Conference tournament title tomorrow. Already clinched a spot in the NAIA National Tournament. You get to host a game in Caldwell. It's going to be awesome, gentlemen. We appreciate it.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you so much.
Having us on.
It's an honor.
Yeah. All right, stick around. More on Sunday Sports Extra after the break.